Hey, I'm Lauren Teresa. For a long time, I wanted to hustle harder, build a huge portfolio for real estate, which I still sometimes want to do, but I think renovating and getting my Airbnb up and running in Florida, which we're permitting like today, for has been such a difficult and stressful journey, especially doing it from Hawaii. So I have a fourplex in Florida, which is going to cash flow, which is part of my retirement plan. I'm semi-retired early, but this is part of that. So I do work, a few hours every day, and because I'm on East Coast time, I've been waking up at like 3:30, 4 a.m. And I've really gotten back into minimalism lately, largely because I had to. My ex-husband and I, when we divorced and separated, I didn't budget enough money to take care of the house to get it up and running for new insurance, just unforeseen things that I didn't know about. And it cost $150,000 to put new kitchens in, get new electrical, redo the bathtubs. I mean, this house is built in 1890. Nothing has been done to it in a decade. The ACs all need to be replaced. They're from 2010. They still work, so we're just going to go until they die. But yeah, so I went into like massive credit card debt. I had to borrow money from a friend. Wing and a prayer, I was able to refinance and pay all that back. I mean, it was a stressful time. And yes, that says a lot about my ex relationship. And I won't go into that right now in this video because this video is really about minimalism, frugality, happiness, and what are we doing in 2026? Because I know so many people are burnt out. So many people do not want to just grind and grind anymore. And we're not buying crap anymore. Literally, none of us are buying frivolous stuff anymore. Not because we don't necessarily, yes, we see the fallacy in being marketed to in capitalism, and we're seeing through the shop ads and all of the stuff being sold to us, all the crap that's lying around your house that you're going to give away for free to Goodwill or try to sell, which nobody wants. So I've been really going down the like hardcore frugal minimalism. I got rid of a 2023 Jeep Wrangler. That was a money pit. It only had 27,000 miles on it, had a transmission issue. Thankfully, it was under warranty. They got it fixed, sold it. So I traded it in to get rid of it, basically from the only place that would take it, because they're just tanking. Their value is tanking. I bought it for way more than I should have, which was a big mistake. But after getting into like minimalism and frugality content again, I'm starting to realize all these mistakes I've made. And I'm really trying not to harp on the mistakes I've made in the past, but move forward. But I have a 2016 RX 350 all-wheel drive. It's great, but it only gets like 20 miles to the gallon. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to turn right around and get a Prius V. I want one of those big ass Priuses. They get like 42 miles to the gallon. I asked ChatGPT yesterday, how much would it save me over 10 years if I switched cars? You know how much it would save me? 25 grand. Not just in gas and maintenance, but yes, in cost. So it's just like, it's tough for me to know that and not want to go switch vehicles, even though I'll lose money on the sale. So those of you who've been frugal for a long time, because here's the other deal. I don't want to jump ship and then feel in a year from now this dinky four-cylinder hybrid is just people are disrespecting me on the road. Don't get, these things do factor into happiness and life satisfaction, but I don't know that the luxury SUV, I mean, I don't care. I love that it has all-wheel drive when I'm driving the mountain roads in the rain. But yeah, is it necessary? I don't know. It was just kind of the best thing that dealership had that was going to give me the most for my Jeep, and I'm just trying to get out of it. I did get a good deal on the car. Even if I sold it private party, I would lose a couple $1,000. But knowing that I'm going to save 25 over the year, and that's just savings. That's not investing. If I invest that 25,000 that I'm going to save, then it's like 60 grand. God, seeing this stuff and waking up to just like, I just don't enjoy buying crap anymore. I love buying shirts from the thrift store. It turns out I'm a very comfortable person. I like to be comfy. I don't like to dress up. I don't want to wear heels. I don't want to own them. I like running outside. I hate the gym. So it's like I'm kind of frugal by nature anyway. So my question to the masses is those people who've been sort of austere and very frugal because you're really just chasing happiness and experience at this point. You know, what are you willing to spend money on? Because I also see that I have a great vehicle that's going to last a decade. It's super reliable and it's really nice. Like it's nice. It's a nice V6. I mean, it zips around everywhere and my kids love it. My partner is going to literally shoot me if I sell this car and get a Prius. He's going to lose his shit. And I might be willing to risk it. I I'm really in this place where like I have enough money to be semi-retired till the end. I'm almost 43. So I did great. I read all the fire books. I read all the retire early books. I've done a lot of good things and I've made a ton of mistakes, meaning buying shitty, expensive cars. I've lost probably 25 grand in the last year changing cars. So that should tell you about my most expensive addiction. Um, yeah, so that's, but I also know a Prius or I would love to have a Corolla, but it's just my kids. I've had a Corolla and the kids hated how small it was. So the Prius V makes sense for me. I know they don't make it anymore. There's plenty for sale. I could buy one for $9,000 and I could have it forever. Um, yeah, I would love to hear your frugal tips and your stories. I definitely meal prep on Sundays and sometimes Mondays, depending on the week, what's going on. And I save $600 to $800 a month doing that. I'm not even joking. I stopped buying anything on Amazon that isn't grocery items that are cheaper. So there's a lot of grocery items on Amazon that are cheaper than buying them at Whole Foods or even at the other grocery stores. So like peanut butter, almond milk, certain sometimes toilet paper, sometimes laundry detergent, that kind of stuff. I at oatmeal, I do buy on Amazon. I do have it shipped here. Coffee, I have shipped here. There's just certain things I live on in Hawaii that are cheaper on Amazon. It sucks, but I keep it for that. I do like watching Amazon Prime sometimes. I'm not big on TV. Honestly, if I never watched TV again, I'd be really happy. Honestly, cutting down on my social media and media makes me a lot happier. I get outside. I went snorkeling yesterday. Time of my life. Loved it. So, my frugal brothers and sisters out there, what are we doing in 2026? Because inflation keeps going the way it's going, and wages keep going the way they're going. So we just can't buy the crap anymore. It's not the 80s and 90s when we just had houses full of junk, and then 2000s, and etc. But I've always I've been on and off my minimalism journey since 2008. I've had some years where I've been really on and some years where I'm really off. And I think, you know, recently it's not that I never had the value of a dollar, but it's really the value of a dollar is becoming pretty crystal clear these days. And yeah, so I'm doing a low buy year. I'm allowed to spend a certain amount of money. I'm gonna buy like maybe like 5 or 6 new things total throughout the year. I know I want a new pair of jeans. I've been wanting it for a month, so I am gonna go to the mall with my aunt who's in town. And if I find something great, fine. I don't mind spending money on quality items that I'll have a long time. I don't have any jeans right now. I just want one pair. So, what are we spending our money on? What are your best frugal tips? For me, meal prep is really a huge, huge game changer, and not buying new clothes is a huge game changer for me. I did buy running shoes. They were on sale for $45. They were originally 120. I waited for them to go on sale. They weren't even the ones I really, really wanted. So those were 90. I will say watching and checking my bank account has really helped. And another frugal tip, listening to frugal tips all the time, like every morning. That's my meditation now. And I am happier. I am actually happier spending less because I would rather be frugal than work harder. It's way more fun than making more money. Saving money is more fun to me. Not spending and just living free is way more fun. I would rather live on less than make more to impress, I don't know, my fantasy self, other people, my parents, my friends. I'm not doing it anymore. So anyway, throw your frugal tips in the comments if you can. Again, Lauren, Teresa, like and subscribe. Love you guys.